I come to you today in joy. The buttercups are plethora, and the forsythia abounds. The apple tree in the backyard is blooming. The neighbor's backyard behind the center is purple. I know everybody thinks that's weeds, but I've never seen any purple weeds before. Just beautiful. This is a time of anticipation. This is the early spring. And it brings us joy. It inspires us. It gives us impotence to move. We have been leaving out the announcements, or maybe it was just me. I've been leaving out the announcements because there hasn't been anything to announce. But March has a calendar, and you can find that calendar in the what I call the centerfold of the newsletter. If you have it electronically, you can scroll through that and find the calendar. And we have astrology by Reverend Wendy Jordan that begins tomorrow on Zoom. That class has a fee, and I haven't read the description of the class. I pardon you, but I haven't read the description of the class. There is a description on online and on the Facebook page. It is beginning astrology, and in beginning astrology, you learn the glyphs, which are the icons for the constellations in the zodiac. You learn the planets and the sun and the moon. And I'm looking forward to taking that class from Reverend Jordan. Also, this coming Saturday, Lamont Hamilton is going to have the Crystal Light Healing Bed. And we have a number of people that reap the benefits of that. And then, of course, there's St. Patty's Day, and I am dressed in green. I have green on, and I know that St. Patty had some things that I would have done, did some things that I would have done differently. But I really want to celebrate the history of Ireland, because we have many people in this, I guess you'd call it movement, activity, I think is the way Peggy Shanahan referred to it, the activity that are that remember their Celtic roots. And then we have the equinox. The priests are going to be taping that equinox right before the Sunday that you will see it. So we're going to tape on Saturday, and you'll see it on Sunday. And then next week, next Sunday night, you will change times, and that is a spring forward. It will go from
Saturday night.
Is it Saturday night? I thought it was Sunday night.
Well, 2 a.m. Sunday morning, to be technical.
Okay,
So
pardon me.
start that part over again.
Okay, and then Saturday night, you will change times, and it will spring forward 1 hour. So it will go from 1:59 a.m. to 3 a.m. in the morning. What's so good about taping this service as opposed to being present is that wherever you are, you can create a sacred space for yourself. And so I am creating a sacred space here and now, and you can create a sacred space wherever you are. And what we're going to do with the candles is we're going to call in assistance for this sacred space and this sacred time. The candle to the right of the altar, to your right of the altar, is going to be lit to the Archangel Gabriel. He is the messenger of God. Hallelujah. To the left of the altar, we will call in the flame of Master Funway, the master of mirth and laughter. The three candles in the center call in the masters of energy, masters of matter, masters of consciousness. We make conscious the diamond platinum ray, and we call on the masters of the center of light in Huntsville, Alabama, and the center of light in Australia. While we light these candles, Reverend Pentagram will give us the aura of music, of flow, spirit flow. Today we're going to do kind of three things. We're going to do an alignment, a detailed alignment to prepare us for the lesson on the devil card of the tarot. The candles, the flames were called in for the masters of energy, consciousness, and matter. And I got that trilogy from a picture that was drawn by my good friend, Dr. Matthew Scott. And it is a chart of the universe. It is a chart of your gestalt. It is a chart of where you would place things on it in relationship to the consciousness, energy, matter triad. But today what I want to do is to do a detailed alignment, and then after that alignment, Reverend Pentagram will play a song that she has learned things about, and that is Morning Has Broken, after we become aligned. Alignment is opening the door that is available to you all the time. What you do in alignment is you align to your true north. And aligning to your true north is aligning to your purpose, your bliss. It is aligning to, it is getting ready to receive what is in store for you. So align to your true north. Feel the connection at the top of the head. Connection to the universe. It comes in through the top of the head. Allow the light to come in through the crown chakra and run down the spinal cord. It exits at the base of the spine and enters the nadir of your world and anchors into the earth, stabilizing you. Put your attention on the base of the spine. This is the root chakra. Its color is red, and it's warm, and it hums. It holds the instincts and the tribal connections that you have that are personally yours. If you find anything amiss in the root chakra, you can come back and visit it, or you can forgive it. Just see that the root chakra hums. Raise your attention to the second chakra. This chakra is kind of a domain of the reproductive organs and glands, and also the digestive organs and glands. This is your power center. This is your animal power center. Now, some of us have moved beyond the realm of human production. We have aged beyond that. However, that does not negate that chakra. That chakra is your power. You still have desire. You still have desire for beauty, for music, for excellence. That's where that comes from. Raise your attention to the solar plexus. This is the sunshine of the lower chakras. This is the energy. This is, it rules the adrenals. It gives you a power plus a plan kind of thing. Raise up to the heart chakra. Put your attention on the heart. The heart is situated between the three lower chakras and the three higher chakras. It is the messenger between them. Look into your heart. What is there? That is your messenger. Is it balanced? Is it humming? Is it spinning? Now put your consciousness on the throat chakra. The throat chakra is intellect. It's speaking. It's giving information. It also is a wonderful way to go into meditation with just a Raise your consciousness now to your ajna, the third eye. There is a center in the center of your brain. And it is pictured as an eye or a light that's coming out of your forehead. The Hindus wear a little red mark on their forehead to honor that center. And now move all the way up to the crown chakra. This is a release center. You're going up and releasing into the universe. Yeah. Nancy.
Becky asked me to do Morning Has Broken. I got to thinking about Cat Stevens, and I thought, well, he has some other name that he had too. Well, I decided to go on Wikipedia and read about him. He was popular in 66 through 70 here in the United States. And then he had tuberculosis, and it was a very intense experience for him. He almost died and had rigorous health problems. And that and perhaps other circumstances of his life brought him to embrace Islam as his religion. And he got a new name, and that's what started me on the hunt, which was Yusuf, and I don't know what. And then it's interesting because in 2016 or somewhere thereabouts, he went back and embraced both of those parts of his life, and he's Yusuf Cat Stevens. If you look at his most current things, his dad was Greek Orthodox, his mom was Baptist, and he went to Catholic schools, and so he had quite an interesting journey to read about. However, this song, Morning Has Broken, is totally Christian in its approach, I think. Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the word. Sweet the rain's new fall, sunlit from heaven, like the first dew fall on the first grass. Praise for the sweetness of the wet garden, sprung in completeness where his feet pass. Mine is the sunlight, mine is the morning, born of the one light Eden saw play. Praise with elation, praise for the morning, God's recreation of the new day.
Today I want to talk about the devil card, the Boda devil card, and hopefully we can get that on your screen. We're going to talk about the symbols in the devil card, and we're going to talk about word association in the devil card. The first symbol that you see in the devil card is darkness. Darkness surrounds the characters in this card. And there is a flame, but that flame doesn't give off any light. That flame is a smoky flame, and it's ridiculous because it's pointed down. And It's just part of the ridiculous and absurdness of this card. Starting at the top there, you have XB, which is Roman numerals for number 15. Now this symbol that I'm going to give you, I'm only giving it to you because it's written in the Boda text. I'm not completely deep enough into the LVX to understand what it means. However, LVX is the symbol for Jehovah. And if you notice, the VX in the devil card is reversed. The X comes before the V. So it's a matter of reversal of the spirit. But it is the same spirit. It's like the backside or the other side of the coin of Yahweh or of Jehovah. The inverted pentagram is the crown on the grotesque figure that sits on the half cube. That is, the inverted pentagram is a symbol for deceit and lie. It basically says that man is the ruler. The pentagram, which is a 5-pointed star, declares that God is the ruler, but the devil wears the inverted pentagram, and it declares that man is the ruler. The devil has bat wings, and those bat wings add to the darkness of the symbol of darkness. The grotesque creature has a head of a goat. I don't know if you've ever had the experience of being in the same field with a billy goat. Now then, some of them are very anxious and they will charge you immediately, but other billy goats that are tame really fool you, because you can go up and that billy goat is staring you right down. And if you reach out and touch that billy goat at all, he will push back. Push. And he will not stop pushing. You cannot get away from that billy goat. He will push you all the way, just harassing you. And you have to get outside the field, beyond the fence, and wait for a while to get back in the fence, and then don't touch the billy goat, okay? Because you can't get loose of it. The torso of this figure is a man's torso. In the Boda card, actually the breast, one side of the breast is a man's breast, and the other side of the breast is a female breast. And that's just to say that it's an androgynous figure. The right hand is extended up and has that wonderful sign that most people, or some people, can make. I can't. It has 2 fingers up and 2 fingers up, like so. And this is in contrast to the blessing that you see at the Hierophant, where you have 2 fingers up and 2 fingers down. This blessing is as above, so below. But the devil does not recognize that law. He has all of his fingers up. In his palm, I say his, it's androgynous. In the palm of the grotesque figure is the sign of Saturn, which is a limitation, has a limitation character. The sign right below the navel is the sign of Mercury, and it sits on a red cross. A yellow sign of Mercury, and it sits on a red cross. I want to study this sign more before I really speak about it, because I don't understand it well enough to explain it. This creature sits on legs and talons of an eagle. And those talons grip a half cube. I'm not going to go into the cube today, but the symbol of the half cube notes that the devil only knows half of the universe. The half that you can see. The half that you can't see is hidden completely from the figure, from the devil. And the talons grip. It's one of the things that came to me when I was studying this card is the grip of addiction. You know, that grip, you just can't, it just doesn't let go. I was in Orlando, Florida for my brother's birthday last month, and they have sea eagles or ospreys there. And the osprey's nest in a tree that was on his property had fallen during the winter. And they were, when I say they, the ospreys were rebuilding. And those ospreys could bring a log that would be 4 inches in diameter, 2 feet across, to build their nest. They have, they grab fishes out of the lake there. So those talons are definitely part of the toolbox of the eagle. To this half cube is chained 2 humanoid figures. They're beastly figures. They have hooves, they have horns, they have tails. But you recognize them as humanoid, male, female. They are, in appearance, they have chains. They are chained to that half cube. And if you look closely, the chain that is around their neck could easily be lifted off. They could leave bondage easily and leave bestiality easily. But ignorance keeps them there. The female has a tail, and the end of the tail is ridiculous. It is a racine of grapes, but racines grow down. This racine grows up. Just another ridiculous thing. It denotes to me a couple of things. One of the things that those grapes would note to me is the ensnarling and entangling vines of grapes that would aid in the symbolism of the devil. Another thing that it denotes to me is blood. It is carnal. It is what is carnal. And another thing is the grapes denote excess, Dionysus kind of grapes and wine and orgies. The male figure has a tail that the devil is lighting with his smoky torch. And what lighting the tail of the male figure denotes to me is that fire with a purpose is great. However, fire that is out of control is wild. So the wildness of fire, I think, is what is denoted by that. The letter, the Jewish letter that is on the voter card is Ayin. A-Y-I-N, Ayin. It looks like a Y. Ayin means fountain. It means eye. It also can denote mirth and laughter. And that's part of the devil. That's part of the spirit of the devil, is mirth and laughter. Word association with the devil is mirth, ridiculousness, ignorance. For our mirth, I have asked Reverend Pentagram to play a song she learned in yesteryear, Pink Cadillac.
Things I do. You may wonder how come I love you when you get on my nerves like you do. Well, baby, you know you bug me. There ain't no secret about that. But come on over here and hug me, and baby, I'll spill the facts. Now, honey, it ain't your money, 'cause I got plenty of that. I love you for your pink Cadillac, plush velvet seats, riding in the back, cruising down the streets, walking down the streets, in and out of sight, spending all my money on a Saturday night. Honey, I just wonder what you do there in the back of your pink Cadillac, pink Cadillac. Temptations always come along. There's always somebody tempting you, and they're doing something they know is wrong. Oh, they'll tempt you, man, with silver, and they'll tempt you, sir, with gold, and they'll tempt you with the pleasures that flesh does surely hold. They say Eve tempted Adam with an apple. Man, I ain't going for that. I'm going for some pink Cadillac, plush velvet seats, riding in the back, cruising down the street, waving to the girls, in and out of sight, spending all my money on a Saturday night. Honey, I just wonder what you do there in the back of your pink Cadillac, pink Cadillac. Drive it, honey, we can park it out in back. seats, riding in the back, cruising down the streets, waving to the girls in and out of sight, spending all the money on a Saturday night. Honey, I just wonder what you do there in the back of your pink Cadillac, pink Cadillac. You know the one I mean. Le car.
Before we extinguish the flames and give our thanks to the beings that have assisted us, I want to read a poem by Rudyard Kipling, If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowances for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired of waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good or talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you give your life to broken, and stoop up and build them up with worn out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose, and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can walk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch. If neither foe nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything in it. And which is more, you'll be a man, my son. Mr. Kipling pretty much thought that that was to a boy. That's who he addressed it to. However, all of the if statements that preceded, none of them are gender specific. I want you to think about what you have that you wish to sanctify and purify. Lay them on the altar through meditation. And then, in their purified form, pick them up and use them. We will return the flames of the candles and thank the beings that have assisted us Masters of the center of light. Consciousness, energy, and matter. Master Funway. Archangel Gabriel, thank you for assisting us. The flame of the diamond platinum ray remain in your heart. Go in peace and love and serve your fellow man.